The United States Naval Academy has a proud tradition of athletic achievement, Heisman trophies, a Naismith Award winner, and a multitude of championships. Unlike other universities, the Naval Academy requires every student to participate in some form of athletics. The values of teamwork and discipline are useful not only on the playing field, but in service to our country. So the Academy felt they needed a space that would both look back and celebrate that rich athletic tradition, while also looking forward to help potential students imagine who they might become.
So this space was envisioned to showcase what it means to go to the Academy for future recruits that are undecided and maybe have never considered the Naval Academy.
This gives visitors basically a new take on what it means to be a midshipman, what it means to be part of the Navy.
The Ron Terwilliger Center for Student Athletes is one of the first stops on a recruit's visit to the Naval Academy. Almost immediately, they're greeted by a massive interactive display that puts them in the shoes of a midshipman.
So Who You Become was a full interactive game to allow guests to come, to take a photo of themselves, and it allows them to envision themselves in a U.S. Naval Academy uniform. So it's not just athletic uniforms, but we also are able to document and show them in full dress uniforms, service uniforms.
I mean, their standards are high. We had to be very mindful of that, down to the fact that I had a little book that all the midshipmen are given that shows all the rules and different things like that. And we had to, from the haircut, they would say, oh, the sideburns need to be a little higher on that. That's not accurate.
Buttons, ribbons, the shine of the shoe. We wanted to make sure, exactly replicated, what it meant to be at the Naval Academy.
Interactive displays are utilized all throughout the building to tell the story of former Navy athletes and their achievements. Keeping up with all that content is almost a full-time job in and of itself. Fortunately, the team at Dimensional Innovations designed a content management system that is both easy to use and easy to update.
If a big moment happens, all they literally have to do is decide which asset they want to update or show that information on. And they go into their content management system and literally drag and drop those files.
So the CMS is useful to grow for the future, adding additional championships, adding new players, and keeping rosters current. It's a living database of the history of the Naval Academy.
One of the things we did that was really neat was kind of be able to cater that content specifically to that user group based on their preferences, meaning if a women's volleyball team came there, we could filter all relevant information to women's volleyball basically across the field.
If all the interactive AV in the main lobby isn't enough to get you excited, the real show awaits visitors behind closed doors.
And then the finishing moment is the biggest one, right? Which 180-degree immersive theater, that's where the Who You Become video plays. That's the emotional experience we're looking for to finish off the tour. Do you want to come here at the end of that? Heck yeah, I do.
One of the great big things with that was making the theater super agile and versatile. From an AV perspective, the way we were able to create different modes, the standard visitor mode, kind of the custom visitor mode, but then also, the whole football team put in there, review footage.
While Dimensional Innovations did an incredible job with this space, they also recognize it was a team effort from everyone involved.
I give a ton of credit to our AV consultants because we asked of them something I think they weren't used to. So we asked them really to come on site, which is not. As a supplier, right, of equipment, that's not typically the approach. But we had to make sure that this ecosystem was functioning properly.
This was one of those projects we brought out our entire toolkit. I mean, from an AV, from a technology, from a build perspective, I think we pulled out all the stops.
There's really nothing like it in college sports or higher education. There is nowhere you're going to have that level of an experience. There are some good ones out there, don't get me wrong, but no one is going to engage you like that place does. It is truly one of a kind.
To check out more episodes of How They Do That, subscribe and follow us on social media. And if you know of an amazing AV experience we should feature, email us at video@avixa.org.
We're getting there. Closer. Closer. Hey. 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 Hey.